Welcome to Routes and Returns, the business of travels. Here, we go beyond bookings to the real conversations, strategy, decisions, and experiences that drive the industry. This is where travel meets insight. Routes and Returns is brought to you by Saham's Travels Group. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Routes and Returns. And as usual, I'm here with the travel industry guru, like I always say, Mr. David S. Bator. Round of applause. Okay. So, today we're going to be delving into something very, 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 very dicey. And why I say dicey is because you know this thing that customer experience people do when they say you don't have difficult customers, you have unique customers. So we're going to be asking a very, like I said, dicey question. Are customers really king, or we understood that word in a different way? So we're going to be asking the hospitality industry person who deals with people every single day. I'm sure sometimes he sees them in his sleep because they are calling him 24/7. But let's turn to the industry guru. So, are customers really king, or we understood that in the wrong way?
Yes, so they always say the customer is right. I don't believe the customer is always right. But then I believe the customer is king, because we can have all the best travel deals in the world. We could have the best private jet leases with best rates, latest private jets, best destinations, best price, and all that. But when the customer is not there to patronize us, what happens to us? We'll close shop, right? So yeah, I believe that without the customer, we can't operate. That is why they are the king. But are they always right? I don't think so.
We're getting there. Are they always right? We're getting there. Okay, so what's your opinion about customers that has changed over the years?
Yes. Initially, I felt that our job was to please every customer, you know, and I discovered that that can't work, right? We know what is right. That is why they come to us. It is our job to be very respectful to them, to treat them cautiously, to serve their needs, and to also, most importantly, direct them, not to please them. So that word please, it's in quotes. We want to make them happy. We want to have their wishes come true, the reason why they came to us. But sometimes we also need to guide them, not just to bow down to their whims and caprices, right? So that has changed. I am not here to make you happy, or no, I'm here to make you happy. That is my job. And I'm not here to follow your directions
Without
without
checking
or guiding you.
Yes.
Because sometimes customers could come to you and pay you for your services and now try to detect how
Those
you run
services
that.
will be
And sometimes it is mostly not correct. So it is now for us to mutually respect each other and mutually tell them that, okay, this is what is the right thing to do. This is how we can help them. And most importantly, get them results. That is what is most important.
And again, they came to you because you know and have more knowledge about those services.
Absolutely.
So they can be dictating for you. And you're one
Yes.
of the few entrepreneurs that would actually say most times customers, you have to direct your customers. To some entrepreneurs, as far as it's their customer, get out. You know what I mean? Get out. That's what they will do to you. But moving on. So
To also add to that, I feel that our job here is to give our clients professional service, right? So part of it is when you come to us, we let you know that, okay, you've come to the right place, and if some clients come to you but they have doubts, so you try to settle their doubts by showing them maybe testimonies and, trying to build trust and all that. And when that is done, you let them know that, okay, I'm here to give you professional service. So of course, there are some things that you can learn from the customer,
True.
but you are here to give them professional service, not exactly to do what they want. It's kind of different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in this whole customer thing, what did you think when you first started Sehem's Travels that your customer base was going to look like, and how did it go?
Well, we thought that if we worked hard enough, if we did the right thing and we gave customers' results, they will be happy. But I have learned that it is not possible to make everybody happy. Even if
True.
you sell ice cream, you cannot make everybody happy. So what have we done? We've drawn policies. We've strengthened our customer service department to give the client the best. That is why they're the king. We give them the best, right? and
Kingly
with
treatment.
and most importantly, I'm all about results. Not just results, I'm also about the process that gives them the results. And we try to make it seamless for them because that's why they came to us. We try to make it professional to them, right? But then at the end of the day, trust me, you still cannot make everybody happy.
True. Like you
Yes,
said, even if you sell ice cream, which is going really far because ice cream is like one of the sweetest things ever, and you still cannot make people happy. But
exactly.
anyways, so what's the biggest misconception customers have about travel agencies?
Well, they feel that when you pay money to a travel agent, and this is what I always tell fellow travel agencies, you are not the embassy, you are not the airline. Of course, we are intermediaries between the airlines and the our clientele, the embassies and the clientele. But you are not the embassy. What does that mean? You cannot guarantee a visa,
Yes.
right? You can provide professional guidance for them to get that service. You
Better
can
documentation and the
better
rest.
documentation, better advisory. So if you come to me, like sometimes when I speak to a family of applicants or an applicant that wants to go to a particular country, I can tell that this visa is going to be given, but I would never use that word guaranteed because at the end of the day, it is from the discretion of the embassy to do that.
To give the
And
visa.
you've seen that some footballers were denied visa during this World Cup.
Yes, somebody's mom, one of the Cape Verde's coach, sorry, not
Yes,
coach, the referee, his mom was not guaranteed, was not given
was
the
not
visa.
given the visa. The
Yes,
Somalian referee was not given the
yes,
visa. Some footballers were not given visas. Some
visas.
senators were not political people were not given these visas. What does that tell you? It
About your
tell
status at this point
it's not about your status, it's not about the money. You can do all that, but it is at the discretion
of the
of the
embassies.
embassy. Our job is to advise, our job is to give professional service.
Mm-hmm.
But when people come to our offices, sometimes they feel that, oh, it is guaranteed.
So we will even ask you, what's the quickest visa I can get? Sharp, sharp.
Exactly. So I always, train the team and also tell clients that you but not the embassy. And when you now want to insist, sometimes I'll say, please, you know, we are built on integrity. We'll rather refund you
The
than sell
money.
false hope. Even to embassies that I am even sure that they will get that visa. I don't want you to have that at the back of your mind. It's very, very important.
Okay.
Yes.
So, like you said, we don't guarantee visas, but we can help you with your documentation and everything.
Yes.
But we do not
Our,
guarantee
our visa
visas.
department has about 98%
Success rates.
success rate.
Yes, we can brag about
We
that.
can brag about that.
We
But
can
then we
brag
still do not use
about
that word
that.
guarantee. Yeah.
Anyways, so we're moving to the part of this podcast that talks about, I don't want to call it customer shaggy, but with the Nigerian term,
Yeah.
customer shaggy. So, what's the funniest experience you've ever had with a customer?
I've been in this industry for 13 years. If I start stories right now,
Wasatsa.
we'll do episodes. We'll
Wasats.
start a series. But there's
Wasats.
one that comes to mind. It has happened so many times where, of course, we have our customer service that reminds a client of their flight time a day before and the morning of the flight, right? And sometimes clients will still miss this flight. And instead of taking accountability, they want to blame us.
Never.
And sometimes they will now somebody a couple of times called me that is there any way I can like ground the flight? Not ground the flight, like delay the
Are you supposed
flight.
to hold the airplane and be like, stop, oh,
And
we are
now
not Superman now. You're supposed to hold the
like
airplane.
when I got that when I got that phone call, I first laughed like wow,
Hey,
like
hey.
I'm that powerful. You think I'm that powerful, right? Like I will ground the flight,
I'm not
so
sure
that
even
you
Dangote
would.
can do that
I
too.
know I don't think so. In a civilized economy, that should not even be. Even a prime minister should not be able to do that. But we've gotten so many of those requests, and there was this funny one that one of our clients. She was even flying first class, that first class or business class, I think a couple of years ago. And they didn't leave at that time because they were doing technical checks.
Okay.
So she now called me, like she just called me in the middle of the night. It was a late night flight. She now called me that this one that they are doing technical
Technical check.
thing. What is going on? You know, like imagine you're about to fly and then they are fixing a plane. You know, but it really got me laughing. Now, what can I do about it?
So you
Yeah, that was funny. But then I just reassured her that some of these things are just checks, routine checks to
better so
ensure
that
that
life is
exactly.
insured.
But she has nothing to worry about. We still joke about it till today.
Well,
Yes.
so that leads us to our second question. So, is there anything that has happened to a customer that they ended up blaming Sehems and it wasn't in your control at that point in time?
Yeah, a lot of things, a whole lot of things. There are some things that they would even cost. They will be the ones that cost it, and then they will soon blame us. I can give lots of examples, but I'll give two for
Okay.
visa and for ticketing, right? And that has also taught me a couple of things.
Okay.
The first one is visa. You tell it with the visa department will tell a client as CEO, you need this particular document. Let's say
Okay.
for your UK visa or US visa. Let me just say
Bank
maybe no,
statements.
not even bank statement. That one is just and everybody has a bank statement. Just say a birth certificate. And
Okay.
then like, oh, I've been applying for visa for the past 20 years. We've never used a what's it called? A birth
Birth
certificate.
certificate.
But these things change every day. And then when it's denied, they'll not say that we did not
With
insist. It
eh?
has happened lots of times. And then for UK, somebody who has maybe a bank balance of maybe 50 million. And we're trying to tell them that it's not about the bank balance.
Okay.
It's about the consistency.
Of the
It's about how
payments
you
in the
can
bank.
explain those funds. For example, UK looks at, okay, this money, does it come in monthly? Is it a salary? They want to see a pattern. That is what UK looks for. So it's not about the bank balance. So sometimes clients will argue, oh, they have 50 million. What
Do you know how
do I
much I have
want?
in my account?
And all that stuff. And then when they're denied, the who is to blame? Sam's Travels Group is to blame. So these are some of the things that clients do. Then for the ticketing one, that one I learned the very hard way. There was this client that was going to London on Turkish, and then we gave her all the available deals, both for direct and everything. And then she was like, no, 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 no. She got something cheaper. And then she sent it to our ticketing team that, oh, this was what she got. But it was Turkish. It wasn't, the flight wasn't passing through Istanbul. It was
Okay.
passing through another airport in Turkey, which meant that she needed a transit visa. But if it was passing through Istanbul as of
She will
that
not
time,
need
she
that.
wouldn't need that. And then she insisted, she said, okay, we were trying to explain to her, and she said, just
I
book
don't want
it.
to hear.
And then we booked it, and of course, oh God, I think she even called police on us.
Eh?
So what we now do is that, what we now do is that if you do not agree to our terms or what we know will work, we would rather refund your money peacefully.
True.
You don't even need to ask us for the refund. If you pay us for a service and you wouldn't allow us do our job, we'll refund you your money. Because at the end of the day, our integrity
Is at stake.
at stake. And we have seen where clients would make sure or insist, and
That
then
you
when
do
things
what
go
they
south,
want.
they blame us. So we've learnt on that, and that's what we do. Yeah.
Customers, come close. Come close. Come close. Come close. We need to have a chat. Because why? You pay people for a service and then you're now dictating how they should do the service. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Not
But
at all.
anyways,
Yeah.
so has there been any impossible request? I know you mentioned some things that customers call you for this, but has there been anyone that was impossibly impossible that the request came and then you're like, hey, God, do
Yeah, it was the ones I mentioned, of course, grounding a flight or talking to the technical crew of an airline, or trying to connect them to the ambassador of a country,
eh?
or when they are going for the interview. You understand? Like me, you want to go to the American embassy, and then me, I'll now call the American ambassador that, hey, yo, what's up, man? Alex is coming. maybe you want to sit in his office and then he will not
Okay.
collect your passport and
And
stuff.
stamp. No, it's like we should add Sehem Travels Group / Miracle Worker
Miracle
in
workers.
front of our name because at this
It's
point
quite funny.
they need miracle
It's
workers, no
quite
more travel
funny.
agency.
But that also just surprises me when I see so many of this scam stuff online, and I'm wondering that how did somebody pay maybe 10 million, 8 million, 7 million for an American visa to somebody that doesn't even have an office? We
Ah,
don't even charge 1% of that.
that.
But because we tell the truth, people will rather take their money and go
Which
and
is
pay
weird.
to, of course, we call them miracle workers. And
It's very
then
weird.
when it goes south, they come online and start crying foul. But you were trying to be greedy,
Yeah,
if
but
you
it's
ask
very
me.
weird because I wonder too how that happens. Because it's like Nigerians feel like things that are cheap are not quality, and then things that are overly expensive, there must be something to it that makes it very expensive. The quality must be different. I don't know how we think in this
For me,
country.
I don't have pity for such people anymore. As you make your bed, so you
So
shall
you
what
shall lie
lie
on
on it.
it. So I know you said there are some customers that have come back and blamed the company, but
Yeah.
have there been any customer that came back and said, "Oh, okay," with their ego and pride down, you were right though.
Yes, of course, that has happened so many times, and that is because we as a company too have put our leg on the ground. And the customers that come back to plead are the ones that we say, please, take your money
And be going.
and be going
Okay.
respectfully. Respectfully, we would rather not compromise than take your money and give you fake results or not
Give
make
you
it
something
happen.
that is not
That
even
is
going to
not possible. Most times when that happens, those clients will not come back very humble,
sheepishly.
sheepishly.
I'm so sorry.
We shouldn't use
Please,
that word.
our
Our clients
clients
are
are
not
not
sheepish,
sheepish.
please.
We
But that's
have
what
very unique
happens.
clients.
Yeah, but that's
So
what
yeah.
happens. But then the ones that you go ahead and do what they want to do and it goes out,
Ah,
man, they will bring
problem.
hell.
Problem.
They will. They bring hell on you.
Okay, so these clients that call and they're always bringing different problems. Have you ever had to solve a problem by 2, 3 a.m.?
So many times, like so many times, 2 3 a.m. is good. I mean from midnight till 7 a.m.
Ah,
Yes.
at this
I
point
think
in
there's
the
so many times that I have even sorted out issues that I would even have my sort it out all night. Then I'll have my bath to come to work, and then I cannot even walk to the car. My driver is in the car waiting. I cannot even walk to the car because I am
still
still
sorting out the
sorting it
problem.
out and all that. But that was then because of that's why it's good to have structures and policies in place. I think the last time I had that was in 2022 or 2023, I think then, because now we have clear cut policies. We have chosen peace of mind over money.
Peace of mind.
You understand? So with your money, whatever, we choose to have what? Have peace of
Peace of
mind.
mind.
If our policies, our structures, our professional advice is not good for you, please respectfully, you can leave.
We want peace of mind. We don't want to
Yes.
be seeing you in our
No,
dreams.
we don't want
We
to.
don't want. We don't want to wake up 3 a.m. and be thinking, oh, this just there's one customer like this that's about to call me. You now be monitoring our phone. When your phone now rings, you now wake up like, hey
Yes.
God, what happened again? Oh,
Yeah. But the flip side of that is that we're talking about clients that want to insist on their ways. If it's about maybe airline issues or things that it's beyond the customer's control, of course, our team is 247. We are up at night to sort out your
we're up
problems.
and
You're
running.
having maybe transit problems at an airport. You are having visa challenges. Maybe you are in another country, you wanted to renew, and all those things. We are there to help you. So I'm not. I don't. I just wanted to make that clear so that people will not mix the two.
Tune in to the next episode of Routes and Returns. Do stay tuned for more episodes. Bye.